Welcome to Global Watch. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon for more breaking updates. Saudi Arabia has stunned the aviation world by ordering the yet-to-fly COMAC C929 wide-body jet, bypassing Boeing's proven 787 Dreamliner. This isn't just a business deal, it's a bold geopolitical move, signaling the end of Boeing and Airbus's uncontested reign. The C929 is still a paper plane, lacking international certification, while the Dreamliner is a global workhorse. Yet, Saudi Arabia's gamble on China's aerospace ambitions marks a dramatic shift in strategic alliances and global aviation power. The world now faces a new, unpredictable era, one where the familiar duopoly is finally being challenged. The story of the COMAC C929 begins not as a solo Chinese endeavor, but as a bold vision of international partnership. Originally launched as the CR929, this ambitious project was a joint venture between China's COMAC and Russia's United Aircraft Corporation, or UAC. The two nations, both eager to challenge the global status quo, set out to create a new wide-body jet that could stand toe-to-toe with the world's aviation giants. Their goal was clear: to break the decades-long dominance of Western aerospace titans like Boeing and Airbus, whose wide-body jets have long ruled the skies and shaped the global aviation market. The plan was to combine China's vast manufacturing power and resources with Russia's deep expertise in aerospace engineering. Together, they hoped to create a jet that would not only rival, but potentially surpass the established leaders in performance, efficiency, and cost. However, the alliance soon faced major obstacles. Disputes over intellectual property rights and technology sharing began to strain the partnership. Then, the geopolitical landscape shifted dramatically after Russia's 2022 invasion of Ukraine, leading to international sanctions and growing mistrust. These tensions fractured the once promising collaboration. As a result, Russia's role diminished to that of a minor supplier, and the project was rebranded as the COMAC C929. What began as a symbol of Sino-Russian cooperation was now recast as a showcase for China's independent aerospace ambitions. In response to the new reality, COMAC undertook a major redesign of the jet, focusing on reducing reliance on foreign technology and suppliers. The company doubled down on building robust domestic supply chains, investing heavily in homegrown innovation and manufacturing capabilities. Today, the C929 stands as a flagship of China's Made in China 2025 strategy, a national initiative aimed at transforming China into a global leader in high-tech industries, including commercial aviation. The jet is now a symbol of China's determination to achieve technological self-sufficiency and compete on the world stage, and it is this unproven, yet highly ambitious aircraft that Saudi Arabia has chosen to support, placing a bold bet on China's rise as a new force in global aviation. The world is watching to see if the C929 can truly take flight and reshape the balance of power in the skies. On November 5, 2025, the global aviation industry was rocked by an announcement that few saw coming. Saudi Arabia's powerful public investment fund, known for its bold moves and deep pockets, made headlines worldwide with a firm order for 75 COMAC C929s, a wide-body jet developed by China's state-backed aerospace giant. This wasn't just a routine purchase, it was a statement of intent, signaling a dramatic shift in the balance of power in commercial aviation. The deal included options for 75 more aircraft, all destined for RIA, Saudi Arabia's ambitious new airline aiming to become a global player. With this single move, RIA positioned itself as a future powerhouse, and the world took notice. Valued at a staggering $45 billion, this was the largest wide-body order placed anywhere in the world in over a decade. More importantly, it marked the first major international commitment to the C929, a jet that had long been seen as an underdog in a market dominated by Western manufacturers. The competition for this order was intense. Boeing and Airbus, the two titans of the industry, pulled out all the stops, offering aggressive pricing, custom configurations, and even promises of local investment. For years, these two companies had enjoyed a comfortable duopoly, rarely challenged on the world stage. Yet against all odds, COMAC emerged as the surprise winner. Industry analysts were left stunned, scrambling to understand how the Chinese newcomer had managed to outmaneuver such established giants. Saudi officials described the deal as more than just a purchase. They called it a strategic investment in the future of aviation, emphasizing their desire to diversify partnerships and foster innovation. For Saudi Arabia, this was about shaping the next era of global air travel. At COMAC's headquarters, celebrations erupted. Employees and executives alike recognized the historic breakthrough. This was validation of years of effort and a signal that the company was ready to compete on the world stage. Meanwhile, Boeing issued a terse, disappointed response, reflecting the shock and frustration felt throughout the American aerospace sector. The loss of such a massive order was a blow that would be felt for years. The tone of the deal made it clear. This was a strategic pivot, not just a technical choice. Saudi Arabia was signaling its intent to play a bigger role in shaping the future of aviation, and to look beyond traditional partners for innovation and growth. The duopoly that had defined commercial aviation for decades has been shaken to its core. The world is watching, and the industry may never be the same again. Saudi Arabia's move is a calculated geopolitical play, signaling a shift away from U.S. dependence and toward a multipolar world. For Boeing, losing a $45 billion order is a major blow, threatening jobs and market share, especially in emerging economies. Other nations may now see COMAC as a viable, politically savvy alternative. For China, the deal is a triumph, securing a cornerstone customer, boosting its aerospace sector, and accelerating domestic supply chains. The sight of a Chinese wide-body jet in global airports will reshape perceptions of technological leadership. This is as much a soft power victory for China as it is an economic one. The global aviation order is being rewritten before our eyes. For decades, Boeing and Airbus controlled 99% of the wide-body market, a stable, Western-centric duopoly. COMAC's entry, powered by Saudi Arabia's order, fractures this landscape and introduces a new axis of competition. The Saudi deal plants COMAC in a traditional Boeing stronghold, inspiring others along China's Belt and Road to consider switching. We now see the rise of distinct spheres, a Western bloc and a growing Eastern bloc. COMAC will build a parallel supply chain, reducing global interdependence and creating new technological standards. With the Middle East and Asia-Pacific set for explosive air travel growth, COMAC is perfectly positioned for the future. This isn't just about 75 planes, it's about redrawing the map of global aviation. Analysts agree. This is a watershed moment, but the C929's future is far from certain. The jet is still unproven, with years of development and certification ahead. For Saudi Arabia, the move is about strategic hedging, securing aircraft supply outside U.S. influence. COMAC faces the daunting task of building a global support network from scratch, something Boeing and Airbus spent decades perfecting. The first operational hiccup will test the new ecosystem's resilience. Yet, with enough political will and financial backing, experts believe COMAC could overcome these hurdles. The next decade will see regulatory and commercial landscapes shift as China's influence grows. The Saudi deal gives COMAC leverage and time to reshape the industry. Boeing's official response was restrained but clearly frustrated, vowing to keep competing globally. Behind closed doors, however, the mood was tense. Executives and engineers alike expressed concern about the rapid rise of COMAC and the shifting dynamics in the global aviation market. For decades, Boeing has been a dominant force, but this deal signals a new era of competition, one that could threaten its market share and influence. The company's leadership emphasized their commitment to innovation and safety, but acknowledged the need to adapt quickly to this changing landscape. Internally, there's a sense of urgency to accelerate development of next-generation aircraft and strengthen international partnerships. COMAC, meanwhile, celebrated the deal as the dawn of a new era, promising to set a new benchmark for long-haul travel. The atmosphere at their Shanghai headquarters was electric, with employees and executives alike expressing pride in their achievement. For COMAC, this isn't just a business victory, it's a symbol of China's growing technological prowess and ambition to become a leader in global aviation. The company's leadership spoke of their vision to deliver safe, efficient, and comfortable air travel, and to challenge the established giants on the world stage. Aviation regulators like the FAA and ASA now face a dilemma: certify the C929 and risk accusations of appeasement, or refuse and be accused of protectionism. The stakes are high, as their decisions will shape not only the future of the C929, but also the broader landscape of international aviation standards and cooperation. Regulators are under intense scrutiny from both industry stakeholders and political leaders, who are watching closely to see how they navigate this unprecedented situation. ESA's neutral statement underscored the political tightrope ahead. The agency emphasized its commitment to rigorous safety standards while carefully avoiding any hint of bias. Their measured response reflects the delicate balance regulators must maintain between fostering innovation and ensuring fair competition. Privately, regulators admit the pressure is immense, balancing safety, politics, and global trade. Many are aware that their decisions could set precedents for future aircraft certifications, impacting relationships between major economies and shaping the direction of the industry for years to come. The Saudi deal forces regulators to confront the reality of a new competitor. It's not just about one aircraft or one contract. It's about the emergence of a new player with the potential to disrupt established norms and alliances in the aviation world. The C929 is no longer hypothetical. It's a challenge that must be addressed. Its successful entry into the market could reshape airline fleets, influence future aircraft design, and alter the balance of power among manufacturers. The world will be watching every step of the certification process. As the story unfolds, every decision, every test flight, and every regulatory announcement will be scrutinized by industry experts, governments, and the flying public alike. The outcome will not only determine the fate of the C929, but could also redefine the future of global aviation. Beyond the headlines, the Saudi order has real human consequences. In South Carolina, Boeing workers face uncertainty and potential job losses, as do hundreds of suppliers worldwide. The intricate web of aerospace manufacturing is fragile. One lost order ripples through entire communities. In China, the mood is the opposite. The C929 means jobs, pride, and a new generation of engineers and suppliers. The deal accelerates China's rise as a center of aerospace excellence, shifting industrial power eastward. For one side, it's a loss. For the other, a historic opportunity. The global economic order is being rebalanced, one aircraft at a time. Saudi Arabia's C929 order marks the explosive start of a new era in aviation. The duopoly is fractured, national strategy and geopolitics now rival technical specs in importance. COMAC must now deliver, proving it can certify, support, and scale a global fleet. Boeing and Airbus face a wake-up call: innovate, compete, and adapt, or risk losing more ground. The C929 is a test case for the future of high-tech manufacturing and global influence. The skies will now reflect a shifting balance of power between East and West. The debate is open. What does this mean for the future of travel, trade, and technology?